Phillips. We continue to follow another day of proceedings in Karen Reed's trial, that Massachusetts woman accused of killing her cop boyfriend John O'Keefe and leaving him in the snow to die. Right now on the stand, Shannon Burgess, once again a witness for the prosecution who worked as a digital forensics examiner during the investigation. You remember Burgess examined the raw data on computer chips of the SUV. Prosecutors say Reed was driving when she hit and killed O'Keefe, but the defense has been poking holes in Burgess's testimony. The witness admitting during cross-examination that he doesn't have a bachelor's degree, even though some of his online biographies say that he does. He also admitted to misrepresenting the difference between data bytes and bits. Reed is facing charges, including second-degree murder. She's pleaded not guilty. Let's bring our investigative reporter, Olivia Rubin, along with trial attorney Eric Faddis. All right, so Eric, as you've been following this, what stood out to you so far today?
I think the testimony from this expert is significant on both sides, but the prosecution kind of just keeps stepping in it in terms of this case. Every time that they gain some momentum and score some points, they take two steps backwards with the issue like we saw recently with this expert. He on the one hand, in terms of the prosecution, he does purport to sync up the last time John O'Keefe used his phone, which prosecution says was outside of the house, with the last time Karen Reed was reversing her vehicle. Prosecution says or alleges that she reversed her vehicle into him, and then his phone ceased to have any sort of action after that. That's important. On the other hand, why in the world would you say that you have a degree that you don't have? That's going to be easily ascertainable by the defense, and it made the prosecution look kind of slick.
So then, I mean, the defense, as you guys both have mentioned, is trying to paint Burgess as pretty unreliable. And if you point out what he hasn't been getting right and the fact that he's inflating his resume, do you think this is working by going after him? Is it going to create enough doubt?
Well, I think, it's the defense's job, of course, to chip away at the prosecution's case in any way they can. In thinking about it, does this expert's representations regarding his educational background affect his alleged scientific analysis of these technical issues? Arguably, no. But when a jury is hearing from witnesses, they've got to decide who they believe, and so that problem in and of itself wouldn't be a huge issue. But when it is compounded by all of the other possible issues that have come up for the prosecution, including this disgraced Trooper Proctor thing that was going on, and a number of other matters, then we start getting close to, is there doubt, and is that doubt reasonable? Karen Reed essentially prevailed in the first trial by getting a mistrial, and the jury is still out as to whether that could occur a second time.
Olivia, Eric, let's go back into the courtroom and listen in. Stay with me. Thanks.